Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the flicks that came out at the worst moment and flopped because of it.
I am a drag on your life.
Please don't ever say that to me again.
Number 10, Haunted Mansion.
No, we're out.
Not everything is meant to be a mid-year blockbuster. Considering the beloved source material and its star-studded cast, 2023's Haunted Mansion could have been an easy slam dunk at the box office. Unfortunately, it ended up earning below its budget instead. It came out during a perfect storm of pop culture moments: Barbenheimer and the SAG-AFTRA strike. Both meant the film was getting only a fraction of the publicity it needed to succeed.
I summon Madame Leota!
No!
Additionally, the spooky story and special effects made little sense for a summer release. Had they waited a few more months and dropped it during the Halloween season, it could have had a better chance at standing out and being properly promoted by its cast.
I can show you what happened, but it will cost you $3.
What?
Wow.
It's highway robbery.
Fine.
Number 9, Treasure Planet. You may think that releasing a film during one of the biggest holiday weekends of the year would be a cheat code. In this case, it proved to be a detriment.
So, how'd that happen anyway?
You give up a few things, chasing a dream.
Treasure Planet had everything it needed to succeed, including a compelling story and gorgeous animation. Unfortunately, it came out just after 3 huge franchises released their newest installments, giving it steep competition.
You hear that? We must be getting close. Hold on.
It came out just a day before Thanksgiving of that year, meaning viewers were likely too busy celebrating that and Black Friday to prioritize the movie. All in all, it made just over $16 million during that first long weekend.
Captain! Laser ball at 12 o'clock!
A summer debut would have made more sense for this underrated family flick, and given it a chance to properly shine.
You got the makings of greatness in you, but you gotta take the helm and chart your own course. Stick to it, no matter the squalls.
Number 8, Surviving Christmas. Considering its less than favorable reviews from audiences and critics alike, it's hard to say just how much more successful this movie could have been.
I forgive you. Holy moly, this joker.
However, Surviving Christmas was doomed from the start with an October release rather than a winter one. It came out at a time when horror movies usually reign, and before people even want to be reminded of the season.
Put this hat on. My dad always used to wear a Santa hat when we went to Christmas tree show.
In public? Yeah, that would be no.
As such, hardly anyone went out of their way to go see it, resulting in a disappointing first weekend. Moreover, it ended up leaving theaters just before Thanksgiving, meaning it missed the entire holiday season. If the studio had waited another month, they could have taken advantage of people's elevated Christmas cheer and had a better chance at turning a profit.
Save your big, expensive gestures for some girl who's impressed by them, all right? And when you find her, hold on to her, because otherwise you are looking at a lifetime of lonely Christmases.
Number 7, The Frighteners. This is proof that you should usually go with your first instinct.
Look, if you're trying to freak me out, it's not gonna work, okay? You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get more money out of us is what he's trying to do.
The Michael J. Fox-led The Frighteners was initially scheduled for an October release date, which would have all but guaranteed its success with horror fans. Unfortunately, higher-ups at the studio loved it so much that they decided to take a chance and drop it during the height of summer.
What's the matter, Judge? You look a little pale.
Though their intentions were good, it would end up being the reason behind its failure. The hilarious story and groundbreaking special effects were completely overshadowed by the other blockbusters and that year's Olympics. Had they just stuck to their guns and waited until the fall, they could have capitalized on the Halloween market and made a killing.
Benny? Ow, my man, Benny! Stu, it's my boy here, Benny, man! Hey, Benny, but I'm your friend, man. Seriously, 3 words. Shower with soap.
Number 6, Onward.
Bad dragon. Back to your lair. Happy birthday, Mr. Adult Man. Oh, Mom. Hey, buddy, don't wipe off my kisses.
Unexpected life events can derail any project, no matter how good it is. With its wholesome, family-centered plot and A-list voice cast, Onward had all the right pieces to become Pixar's next biggest hit.
Whatever it takes, I
I'm gonna meet my dad.
You hear that, Dad? We're going on a quest.
Its March 2020 premiere meant that it took an instant backseat to the COVID-19 pandemic and the restrictions that followed. After just 2 weeks of being out, theaters across the world had to close, severely limiting its financial growth almost immediately. It was disappointing, especially for a movie that had spent 6 years in development. A theatrical debut just a few months sooner, followed by a March streaming release, could have helped it be seen both before and during the global crisis.
I never had a dad, but I always had you.
Number 5. The Thing. Its influence is undeniable now, but one would never guess that based on its premiere.
Is that a man in there or something?
Whatever it is, they burn it up in a hurry.
The cards were stacked against The Thing from the beginning, with a study that showed that interest in horror flicks had sharply declined. Still, the studio persevered and committed to a June release, only for it to be slapped down by the much more wholesome E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The family-friendly alien representation dominated that summer, providing a cheery and optimistic foil to bleak pictures like The Thing and Blade Runner.
A new life awaits you in the off-world colonies. The chance to begin again in a golden land of opportunity and adventure.
The former's legacy proves it had what it took to be successful, and it being slotted for an autumn drop instead could have helped that reflect in the box office numbers.
This is pure nonsense. Doesn't prove a thing.
I thought you'd feel that way, Gary. You were the only one that could have got to that blood. We'll do you last.
Number 4. Hocus Pocus.
Fools! All of you! My ungodly book speaks to you. One All Hallows Eve when the moon is around, a virgin will summon us from under the ground.
The Sanderson sisters may be magic, but even they're powerless against an inopportune theatrical premiere. Hocus Pocus is practically synonymous with Halloween and has become a cult favorite.
It's the one night of the year where the spirits of the dead can return to Earth.
You'd think a film centered around 3 witches would be perfect for an October debut. Instead, it was released at the height of the summer in an attempt to capitalize on kids being home from school. This caused it to go relatively unnoticed at the time, leaving it to rely on TV airings to help gain the fan base it has today.
I put a spell on you, and now you're gone. My planet fell on you, and it was strong, so strong.
It's proof that some movies were made to be seasonally successful, and how forcing them outside of that box can lead to their financial downfall. Number 3. Justice League.
Prep the jet, we're going north tonight. Good. It's time then.
The superhero movie boom of the 2010s should have helped propel this ensemble to the top of the box office. Yet Justice League struggled compared to its counterparts. It coming out in November of 2017 put it in a tricky spot, forcing it to go up against award winners and direct competition alike.
Hey! We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Its biggest issue is that it had always been intended to be a summer blockbuster, with an original release planned for 2015. The extended production time made that initial date impossible, and further reshoots in 2017 made them miss their chance at a mid-year debut then. Thus, it was sentenced to a fall drop, making it miss the most profitable time of year.
How many of you are there? Not enough.
Number 2. Glitter. Some productions are doomed from the start. Mariah Carey's Glitter was already facing rough odds when it was delayed due to her health concerns.
You have an amazing gift and you gotta use it. Your mom's gave you this gift. What?
Why would you bring up my mom? There you go.
It had been rescheduled for September of 2001. Unfortunately, the soundtrack album's release date ended up being the 11th, the same day as the horrific attacks on the Twin Towers.
I don't wanna go, Mom.
No, baby. But I will come and get you as soon as possible, I promise.
This led to it being rightfully overshadowed by the national disaster. The movie itself came out a few weeks later, but people were still so shell-shocked by the catastrophe that it made less than $1 million on its opening night.
Look, don't blame me for your failure.
My failure?
Though the tragedy couldn't have been predicted, sticking with the originally planned August debut, or withholding the film for several months after the soundtrack fiasco, could have helped its odds. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Antz. Going up against a huge name was always going to be an uphill battle.
This is just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Hang on, here we go.
Despite the witty dialogue and the impressive voice acting, Antz had a huge hurdle in its path to success: Pixar's A Bug's Life.
Panic! Do not panic! We are trained professionals! Now stay calm. We are going around the leaf.
The two were neck and neck in terms of production, even sparking a battle between the studios. DreamWorks seemed to get the upper hand by rescheduling it to release in October of 1998 rather than spring of 1999.
In the heat of battle, there's very little time to think. One must attack, attack, attack.
This move may have initially helped them top the box office, but Pixar dropped their more family-friendly insect-centered film in November, capitalizing off the Thanksgiving long weekend and surpassing their competitor. Had the former stuck to their original plan and waited a few more months, then they might have surpassed their opponent.
All right. You're a genius.
Let's eat.
Which movie do you think would have been better received had it been released at a different time? Let us know in the comments below.
And now you're free. Free to return to the ghost realm. Go on. Disperse.